Hi everyone, I am the Planning Mimsy, and today I am sharing with you my August plan with me. In case you can't tell, the theme is cats, and I'm just kind of showing off some of the supplies that I'm going to use here. A lot of the supplies I tend to use come from Happy Mail and Snail Mail. That's why they kind of look like piecemeal pieces, or from subscription boxes, but I'll make sure to link all of that as I can, either above or in the description box. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Those are the pens that I pulled that I kind of thought I might end up using. I end up using some and not so many of the others, but again, I'll link everything below. I'm actually going to do the same the same kind of opening page that I did last month for the July plan with me, and I got this idea from a planner or a YouTuber who does planning called Caitlin's Corner, and she'll be linked down below. And the idea is that you have this kind of border on either side of the opening pages, and then in the center is a circle which has, you know, the month, and then you put the dates down either side. So I really enjoyed using that last month, and I thought that I would try it again this month. And so I decided to do a ball of yarn because cats like yarn. I don't knit. I've tried multiple times and I fail every time. So I don't know whether or not cats really like yarn or if that's just like a stereotype, but I thought it would look nice. It's a nice round image and it would go great in the center. So I'm just using a mechanical pencil that I got in a Zen Pop box, and I did the lettering for August with a Tombow Fudonosuke brush pen. Again, all that will be linked in the bottom, and I'm just cleaning up some of the circling there, and what I'm actually going to end up doing is watercoloring it. I got these watercolors from my parents for a holiday gift, and I love them. I ended up picking blue because I didn't want to do too much pink. Yeah, that's exactly why I chose blue. I didn't want to do too much pink, and I had intended on using other colors as accent colors. So I figured blue would be kind of a nice comparison to a lot of the bright colors, and also the neutral colors that come in the way that cats look. So I just started to fill it with a really light kind of wash of the blue, although you can kind of see it pooling in the center. And that doesn't ultimately get like fixed all the way around, but it gets fixed enough. And so while I let that dry, I'm just going to actually go back and put down the numbers, and I end up, you can see I'm not even writing them right. There should be like skipped lines because you put them down both sides, and that way you have some extra space. So I'm just going to use a Jot whiteout pen, which I got from like the Dollar Tree, just to white those out, and I'm going to end up letting that dry. So you can see that there's some specks of blue that I accidentally got on the paper, and I decided to just go with it, and I ended up sprinkling blue all over the page. And I really liked the effect that it had on it because it kind of went with this messy ball of yarn image that I was going for. And then it added like this, I don't know, this idea that cats get into everything. I don't know, I felt like it was really nice. maybe I'm wrong, but I like it. So I go ahead and I'm just gonna fill in the numbers, and then like I said, on either side of those numbers, on the outside version part of it, there will be some cat stickers. So I'm pulling stickers from a Sticky Club subscription, and also from some purchases that I made at a Chinese bookstore in Atlanta called Maum, and I'm gonna link the little video I did when I went shopping there for you, just so that you guys can kind of see. So these are actually some pretty unique stickers, and I was really excited to get to use them. The only thing is, and you're gonna see a lot of my arm in this video, and I apologize. I mentioned in my last video that I injured my thumb, and so peeling, and here it goes, yeah, peeling these washi stickers when you have an injured thumb, even if it's not on your dominant hand, which this isn't, I'm left-handed, is incredibly difficult. and I wish that I had just stopped and gone to get my tweezers, but I was being stubborn about it and I didn't. So I struggle to get all of these stickers off, but ultimately the effect, I think, is really nice. So I'm just gonna fill up the sides with various cats, and there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing it except that I look and I say, oh, do I like that placement? Great, put the sticker there. Oh, I don't. Okay, find a different sticker. So I'm just going to fill that up with the stickers, and then I'm going to actually go back and fix the numbering on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to go back and watercolor the ball of yarn a little bit more to give it kind of variation in color, and then the string off to the side. Okay, so I just want to pop back in and I want to comment on these particular stickers that I'm using. The ones that I'm putting on, you just saw me like test out a couple of art theme stickers, and that is actually the Venus de Milo, I think the name of the piece is. And so one of the great things about the sticker packs that I got from that Chinese bookstore is that they're all cat themed, but they also are some other kind of themed. So there are some cats doing various things, and then there's like art cats, and then the third pack that I have is kind of like school supplies cats, which will go really well when I start heading back to school. But I think that was I ended up buying them just because they were so unique, and I don't think I've ever seen kind of stickers like that in other stores, or that I can really order online that I've really liked. So if you're in the Atlanta area, definitely check them out. And she actually said that the owner was coming back from, I think it was Taiwan next week, which means that they'll have more items. She said more stationery items in the store. So I've added another layer of the blue, and now I'm going to add the string, the little yarn piece that's kind of coming out, and just kind of try and meld that all together, and then of course let it dry. And what I'm doing is I'm testing out different blue fine liners to pick out the blue that is going to form the kind of the yarn strings. And I did use a reference just to kind of, I don't know, I felt weird just drawing lines everywhere, so I did want to use a reference. And I ended up going with my Pilot V5 Extra Fine, which again is going to be linked down below. And I just kind of like did the lines. I'm gonna be honest, I was counting. I wasn't meaning to count, but I was. And I just kind of started to fill in all of these circles. And then I did the outline, and I intended to have this be a really crisp image, and then I kind of decided to go with this kind of messiness. Cats getting into everything, yarn is not like I don't know, super straight lines. And I took a page from Amanda Rach Lee, and I will link her down below. She did this great boba theme, I think last month, and she did kind of a not exact outline, and then with these kind of, watercolory look. So I kind of took a note from her page, like from her work, and just kind of said, okay, messy outline, messy lines, but with the ultimate picture right there. And I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. I wasn't happy when I started drawing it and painting it, but I was quite happy when I finished with it. And I think it turns out kind of exactly what I was ultimately going for. Okay, so if you've been watching my plan with me's, if you've seen some of the ones prior to July, you know that I used to do the brain dump, then the welcome page, then the calendar. And since combining the welcome and the calendar, I've moved the brain dump back a little bit. Ultimately because I found that I was using the brain dump mostly for planning YouTube videos and planning podcasts. So I kind of wanted it to be on the same side as the media. So I just used and I cannot remember the name, Yoobi? It's Yoobi, that's what it is, Yoobi, a Yoobi brush pen from Target, and in the color like a metallic blue, and then just a gray gel pen, brandless, it's like a Target dollar spot pen, which I am using. And I'm just going to line all of that stuff out. And the paw print stickers are, I don't know, my mom was destashing, and I think I pulled them from her stash a couple of summers ago, and so I thought they would just be kind of a good kind of frame for the brain dump page. And then of course we have the YouTube planner page. Every month I do highlight my Mondays so that I kind of know when the week starts. It helps me count, it helps me do a quick reference. So I'm going to highlight, and I'm using a Zebra mild liner, and I don't remember what pack I use, but you can see all of the packs online. And I'm just planning out the dates for the YouTube videos for the month of August, hopefully to release one every Saturday. Okay, the last two pages that I'm going to do here are my trigger tracker and my mood tracker. So you know that I've been doing the trigger tracker for a while. I pulled this off of Pinterest, and I don't remember the original artist. I'll try and look it up so that I can share it properly. But I have migraines and I have anxiety, and I track all of those things so that I kind of know what's going on. It's been a really helpful tool, and I would recommend it anytime you want to track any kind of, medical or emotional or mental or stress levels, whatever it is. I recommend tracking it. It has been probably the best tracker that I have ever made. And when I pair it with the mood tracker, things start to make a lot more sense to me, and I can kind of do the math and figure out what was going on when. So I am also really enjoying this kind of simpler version of the trigger tracker. I used to hand draw it out, and that does take a while, and I've started to use sticky notes in that place, and I really enjoy doing that. So these are sticky notes that I bought from AliExpress, and I'm gonna be honest, I bought them a while ago. They're likely not even available anymore from the same store that I purchased from, but if you look at AliExpress for sticky notes, you'll definitely find them. And I just stuck them down in kind of an alternating pattern using glue dots from a Zenpot box and stickers from my Sticky Club subscription box. And I'm just going to decorate this page a little bit to fill in some of these gaps. Now, I knew that there was this, and it's famous piece of art with the guy, he looks kind of alienish, and he's got his mouth gaping wide open. I thought this would be the perfect picture to go on this trigger tracker page, and I just think it's so cute because it's got a little cat. It's the artwork, but it's with a little kitty cat. It's adorable. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish out with the mood tracker, and the headers that I did for both of those were with Tombow Fudenosuke brush pens in the colors, and I'm using the Memento Dewdrop ink in gray to stamp on these paw prints. I was originally going to draw paw prints, and then I decided I was too lazy for that, so I decided to do stamping instead. And again, I thought paw prints just went with that kind of messy, kitty cats get into everything vibe, which I was really feeling apparently. So I'll just go ahead and say the washi tape is from AliExpress, the watercolor washi tape is from AliExpress, and the Be Brave washi tape is from Michaels. Neither of them are really special, so you could just do a search and you would find them in the 3 for $1 bin. And the paw print stamp is again from my mom's D-stash, and it's just a rubber stamp on an acrylic pad, and those are actually dog footprints, but I use them for cat footprints and I have no regrets. Okay, so as I finish up here, I'm just going to go ahead and say if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I am Planning Mimsy on YouTube, and on Instagram I am Mimsy Living Wholly, WHOLLY, and I actually have a couple of other YouTube channels that kind of all come together on my Instagram in that one instance. So yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments down below what your August theme is. I'd love to know. And if you like this video, be sure to let me know. I'm picking a piece of artwork just to kind of go over that mistake in the stamping, and then I'm going to color code my moods with my Crayola Super Tips. I picked purples and pinks to go along with the kind of watercolory theme on the other page, and I ultimately signed the page, you know, like the cat did it, you know, just because cats get into everything. So thanks you guys for watching. I'm going to do a final flip through of the pages before I go, and I'll see you next time.